Alright, let's start with the daytime walkthrough, and here we have the entrance area with the pumpkin guy. Here's the entrance area itself. It's not set up yet here. Here we have the sign with the rules of my home haunt, and I have to set it up. And then we move to the spider tunnel past the zombie pit. The lights are fired up already. And yeah, here we have my monster in a box. I have to set it up. And then we move on to the spider tunnel with some cool light effects in the ground, cobwebs everywhere, spiders. And at the spider tunnel there's a small room, and there I placed the jumping spider inside last year. And yeah, this year there will be no jumping spider. Here I will place a scare actor. That's the first time I have scare actors in my home haunt, yeah. So then we exit the spider tunnel and move on to the garage, and here I will play some projections of AtmosFX, and I still have to set up the projection plane. Then we have the haunted corner with some cool ghosts, skeletons, and then we move on to the haunted mansion and pass the haunted toilet here. And the link for this project is down in the description. It's not activated currently, so I can't show you. And then we enter the haunted mansion, and here's a ladder I have to tidy up here. And here we have our Annabelle and her sister, and yeah, but no light currently. And then we move on to the second room, our small restaurant scene here. The lonely guy in the corner, and a ghost at the ceiling, our couple here, and the gentleman gives some flowers to the lady. And I hope it looks pretty cool at nighttime with all the light effects. And yeah, then we exit the haunted mansion and move on and pass our pop-up ghost here, and I hope it's a cool effect when you exit the haunted mansion and get scared by the pop-up ghost here. So then we move on, and here we have our 3 funny pumpkins of AtmosFX here, and I already fired up the projector. I think you can see it a little bit. Then we have the unicorn, which was set up in the garden last year, our small ghost. And on the opposite side we have the giant cauldron with the animated spider and our moving legs. It's not activated currently. Then we have the 2 guys who set up all this here, and the small cauldron is placed next to the cemetery this year. Then we have a cool cemetery with a lot of details, a lot of candles, and I have to fire up all the candles. And yeah, then we exit, and here we have the prisoner. It's not activated currently. And then we have the ghost tree, and in the evening you will have some very cool light effects from the ground. So when you look at the ghosts, you can see the strong winds here, and when you simply pass my home haunt, you can see a lot of details, a lot of decorations. But let's move on and come to the nighttime walkthrough. And here comes the nighttime walkthrough. We start at our sign Gruselschule, and then we move on to the entrance. Get a nice welcome by our pumpkin guy here, our Candyman. And then we have the rules for our home haunt. Of course it's in German, of course we're in Germany. And then we have the entrance. We get a welcome by our monster in the box here. And here we have the famous zombie pit, the animated zombie pit, my version of the zombie pit here. And then we move on to our spider tunnel. Be careful of giant spiders. Yeah, and here we have the spider tunnel. The great ground fog here, fog coming out of the ground. Then we move on. Spiders everywhere, cobwebs, Yeah, and when we pass the spider tunnel, we come to the garage, and here we have the projections of AtmosFX. Where we have the dancing skeletons. I use different kinds of projections here. This is just an example. So then we move on. Here we have a nice scare corner, some cool decoration here. Ghost, pumpkin guy, cobwebs. Then we move on to the haunted toilet. So let's start it here. And yeah, in hurry of decorating, I forget to add the speaker here, so we only have the light and fog effect. So then we move on to a small haunted house here. So here we have our two children here. We have our Annabelle. Yeah. So then we move on to the next room here, and we have our small restaurant here, our restaurant scene. Get a cool welcome here. And the lonely guy in the corner. And our two here, our couple. Some nice candles here. Yeah. So then we move on. We exit, and here we have the Popup Ghost, and yeah, it's damaged. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. The pop-up mechanism doesn't work at all. So then we move to our pumpkins. So then we turn around, and then we have our cauldron here. The giant spider. Our legs here, moving legs. A lot of fog effect, of course. Yeah. Yeah, then we move on. We have the two guys which assemble the whole thing here. And on the other side we have our area with the cool unicorn and our Halloween ghost here. Nice one. And then we move in direction to the exit. We have the graveyard, the cemetery, the cool fog effect out of the ground. Yeah, and then we exit, and at the end we have our prisoner in the cage, trying to break out here. And we finish our tour with the ghost tree here, and you see the strong winds and the ghosts fly in the wind. Yeah, so that's it. That was the night tour.